Jay, was it an easy decision to make?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's pretty easily made for me at this point in my career, and the way the club's going and the exciting times that's building around the joint. You know, the club as a whole, Port Adelaide, you know, going up the ladder, which is good, and you know, it's no secret that I've longed to play finals, and I got the chance to do that last season, and now I want to do more, and I think that's the right place to start, and I think this is the right group to keep doing that. So, and then again heading to Adelaide Oval as well, which is going to be extraordinary. I can remember playing there as a 15-year-old, so it's really exciting for everyone. You know, everyone involved, the whole club and our fans and all our players.
You'll only be 30 when you fall out of contracts, I think, but do you expect that you'd finish your career here now? Is that the...
Yeah, I would hope so. I would hope to, absolutely. You know, I'll be here as long as they'll have me. So, you know, as long as Rhodey's still writing out the contracts, I'll hang around. So, nah, look, they've been fantastic to me since I've got here, and obviously, and it's nice having my family here as well, and you know, my lovely wife has come for the ride as well. She's been fantastic support for me. You know, we've got a little daughter here as well, and another little boy due in about 3 weeks. So, you know, it's nice for us to be here and be around the club, and yeah, it's really good. We're settled here now, and it's nice. I'll finish playing my footy hopefully.
When you reflect on your career, what's Port Adelaide done for you? So I think you played 71 games in your first 7 years with Richmond. You've already played 71 in 4 years at Port Adelaide, and you've taken your game to the next level. What turned things around? What's it done for you?
Yeah, I think it was probably more a bit of a do or die situation for me when I finished playing at Richmond, and Port gave me that second chance. And you know, I knew that if I didn't change something, I probably started to realise, probably in my last sort of 18 months being at Richmond, that something had to change, and it was me more so than anything. So probably my attention to detail and my professionalism about playing football probably wasn't there as a younger kid, and just growing up a bit and realising that, you know, it was either do or die, and came here, and I'll be forever grateful for Port for giving me that second chance, and Choco and Rhodey and everyone else. So, and it was great to be here while Treaders was still here as well, yeah, and learn from the best and realise what I you know, probably wasn't doing, and you know, just the basic things of working hard and doing everything right, because that's what you have to do to be a good AFL footballer.
You touched on it before, but playing finals, the team obviously had a great year this year. A lot of teams were kind of bobbed up for a year and then fallen away. Are you confident that won't happen to this group? Yeah,
look, I think we're taking the right steps in the right direction to make sure that doesn't happen. You know, no club wants that to happen. We're not fearful, you know, of that happening, because we're pretty confident with the way and the direction that we're going. So we know that if we work hard and we do the same things we were doing last year, and we do the simple things well, and you defend hard, because that's what footy's all about these days. So if we do those things well, then, you know, we'll be in with a good shot again this year.
Firstly, is there anything you want to tick off now that you've got this contract extension here till 2015? Is there, I don't know, try a bit of cold or something like that? Personal goals you want to try and tick off?
I just want to win a flag now. Just more finals and success. That's all you want as a footballer. So, you know, if you have success as a team, you know, personal things come along the way. So, you know, we saw this year with, you know, Chatty and Bucky obviously being recognised for the years they had standout years, and they were fantastic with, you know, with their All-Australian honours. So those things happen to clubs that are playing well and playing in finals. So if those things come along the way for me, that'd be nice. But I mean, that's not why I'm here for playing footy. I play a team sport because I want to be involved with everyone else and want to enjoy, you know, the fantastic times with everyone. So it's their goals for me is just to keep doing what I can do so that we can win more games and win more finals.
Is it really exciting youngsters, young forwards emerging? Do you sort of expect to take on a bit more of a mentoring role in the next couple of years?
Yeah, I think both me and Westy do a bit of that at the moment. Obviously, the one that's been here for a few years now is Butch. He's still coming along well. You know, his body probably hasn't been where he wanted it to be since he got here. So, but he's progressing well through pre-season at the moment. We've got a couple other kids as well, which is nice. So Mason Shaw, I think, is going to be a pretty handy player. He's quite a smart footballer. He's tall and moves around the ground well. And we got young Mitch Harvey this year as well from North Adelaide. So he's got a great pair of mitts, and you know, there's a really nice set shot at goal. So I mean, we'll keep doing those things, and we always try to work with the younger kids, and at the same time we can also learn off the kids as well. So you can never stop learning as a footballer. So that's good.
What did you learn off those guys?
I think I learned a fair bit off of Westy about the way he moves around the ground and little tricks that he plays. When I first got here, that I didn't realise. Along with Treaders taught me a couple of small things which seemed really simple to me when he taught me them, but they sort of blew me away at the same time because just no one had taught me those things before. So there's bits and pieces you can always learn along the way to help you improve your own game and also improve theirs.
Joe, you said you want to win a flag. Is the club in a position to win a flag in your twilight years?
Yeah, I think so. I think any club's in any position to win a flag, providing they work hard and do the right things, and they do everything to the letter. You don't win flags by shortcutting anything. There's a lot of preparation and a lot of hard work that goes into winning a flag, and I think we're in the right direction and we're going the right way, and I don't see there any reason why we can't have a crack at it. We showed this year that you can turn your seasons around pretty quickly, and I think any team can do that as well, as long as they've got the right things in place and the right leaders at clubs and they work hard and do the right things. And
you sort of, PK touched on it before, so you're leaving no stone unturned to make sure you don't take that step backwards, like you don't rest on your laurels, I guess, after...
Yeah, I think that's one of the fantastic things about Kenny is Kenny also always makes sure you rock up ready to train, and that's his job. So his job is to have us ready and switched on for every time we hear that we're doing everything to absolute maximum at 100%, and he's really good at that. He's a really good motivator, and that's why he's a really good coach. So he won't allow us, I guess, in a sense, to get ahead of ourselves in any way, shape or form, which is fantastic and which is exactly what you need.
And as players, how do you think, the bookies have got your 12th favourite to win the flag, and the AFL champion data's ranked you all this as 14th, even though you finished 5th with a young team this year? What do you think about that?
I don't take too much notice, to be perfectly honest. I mean, most of the year, we were underdogs through most of last season, so even when we were going well. So, we can only control what we control. We can't control what anyone else says about us, and we can only control going out and training hard and getting ourselves as best prepared we can for the season coming, and having as many blokes as we can fitting on the park so that we've got a good range of selections. So there's no real point, thinking about it or worrying about what other people are, seeing your team as and what perspective everyone's having on you. We can only know what's going in these four walls and out on the ground. So we do our best to work hard and make sure we prepare ourselves well.
How do you take your next step from 5th to top 4? How do you take that next step now?
Yeah, the top 4. They're 4 massive clubs and were last year, and it's. I think once you get into that top 8, then it becomes a consistency of who can do it for the longest. Who can defend the best for the longest during a game, in all quarters of the game. If you have a 10-minute spell where you're not defending well, then you can you're really torn apart going the other way. So and that probably happened to us in our last game of the year with Geelong. We were playing well in the first half, and then at the start of that third quarter, they just really stepped up, and their guns really tore us apart, and we couldn't stop it. And they're things that we have to learn, and hopefully we'll be better from. So from those experiences, that you have to be going 100%. The whole time you have to be concentrating, and you have to be doing it for the whole 120 minutes. You've got to come off with a headache from thinking so much during the game as well as physically.
Took some hangers during the year.
Couple.
I understand you had one today at training as well.
Yeah, I got a nice little ride from Camo Shea today, which was pretty handy. So a little bit of springs left in the legs, so that'll be nice. Yeah, hopefully I can get a couple more this year. It's always a fun part of footy, and it's a part I love doing. So it's a part I love watching. So there's been a few at training this year. So Angus Monfries took a good one last week. So the boys don't hold back at training, which is fantastic.
And they're just on. You're the first, obviously, of 5 the club's announcing. How much of a kind of boost for everyone is it that you're sticking around, everyone's keen to be here? Yeah,
I think it sort of naturally happens, and I was asked at the start whether it was an easy decision, but I think that just shows of how comfortable everyone is with the club, and how proud everyone is to be here, and excited about the future of going forward. And it's making it an easy decision for everyone, so that's fantastic, and that's a good sign of a good club. So the boys are really pumped, and they're really excited, and we can't wait.
And Dubai, the benefits of that hard work starting to show?
Yeah, I almost reconsidered my contract after that trip, but nah. Look, Dubai was very, very tough, and some guys will see the results and the benefit from that sooner than others. Some may take a couple of weeks, some may take 3 or 4 or whatever. But we're hoping by after the Christmas period that everyone will be feeling fantastic and really feeling the benefits from that running into the practice games for the year. So. Really hard work, but a really good experience for everyone, and to be together. And the boys, the way they rocked up to each session was just phenomenal. Like I was really proud of the way the guys got together and just head down. And we're like school kids a little bit. He blows the whistle when we start running, so you don't have much of a choice. So. Look, it was a fantastic experience, and especially for all of our young guys as well as the older guys. So it was hard work by everyone, and it was really good.
Jay kicked most goals in career this year. You're 28. You feel like she's still getting better? Have you peaked, or you still got some more?
I hope I haven't peaked, but I still feel like I've got plenty to give in a sense, and I think there's little bits of my game that I can still add. Like I think last year I probably added a bit of clearance work inside 50, which is something I hadn't done previously, which is nice to be around the footy more, and it keeps you involved in the game more. But at the same time, we're going to have a lot more goal kickers come through. As teams get better, they can't just rely on one guy to kicking goals each week. So I feel like, I'm comfortable with where I'm at, but I don't want to be comfortable, if that makes sense, going forward. I still want to improve, and I still want to get better and be a better player and a better forward for us.
What do you think is your biggest challenge now in the next couple of years, personally?
Personally, for me, that's a good question. Every week's a challenge, especially the players and the way the game and the speed of the game these days, and the way the players and defenders a group, not just one-on-one, has just changed so much from when I first started. So, my biggest challenge is my opponents each week for me, and I hate to lose. Hate to lose one-on-ones, and I hate to lose, as a team whole. So that's the way I see my footy. Is if I'm on top of my opponent or whoever is playing on me, then I'm sort of doing my job for the team and doing the best thing I can.
And Jay, you touched on Mason Shaw. Tell us a bit about him. Can he play AFL next year?
Oh, look, I think so. The way he's developing, you never really know until games sort of start, and I think he's definitely got the skills. And the talent and the work rate. He's a really good worker, moves around the ground really well. So a bit more of a Westie type as opposed to the way I play, I guess. But he's got a great pair of hands, and he's got a good kick on him as well. So he's going to be a good player for us. When that is, I'm not exactly sure. It just depends on how he develops over the pre-season. He's been moving really well. And then we'll start to get into some games and stuff like that. And there are spots up for grabs, and the team's not set. So it's anyone's spot. So he'll be certainly, I would have thought, in the mix at some point during the year. Yeah.
You would have seen the Adelaide Oval with the Test cricket there, and I think 30,000 there over quite a few days of cricket. You must be licking your lips to get on there and have a trot around in front of 50,000. Yeah, I can't wait. And you say 50,000, we hope we're going, trying to get our members to 50,000 this year, which would be fantastic. So we hope as many of them get on board as possible, and hopefully we can fill the stadium. It'll be amazing. Look, like I said earlier, I played there as a 15-year-old, and it was amazing back then. So really looking forward to it, really excited to play footy in the city. There's nothing quite like it wherever you go, whichever city you go to. But it's going to be really special, especially for the guys that are from South Australia, having played there as kids. So look, and we just hope our members come and we'll hopefully put on a good show for everyone.